Hello everyone, my name is Stumblebee, and this is the first, and hopefully many deep looks and reviews of PlayStation Plus's free game offerings for each month. Because these are free games, you should at least register each title to your account through the PlayStation Store, but the goal of this series is to help you determine if it's worth your time and bandwidth to download and play each of these offerings. I'll be covering the games available for free on the PlayStation 4. For August 2017, PlayStation Plus subscribers get a free license to the always chaotic Just Cause 3, the standalone DLC for Assassin's Creed Black Flag Freedom Cry, as well as the game I'll be talking about in this video, the interplanetary mining simulator Super Motherload. So without further ado, here we go. Developed by Canadian flash game legends X-Gen Studios, Super Motherload is a spelunking adventure game that can be played solo or with three of your closest mining buddies in a simultaneous couch co-op setting. It's the follow-up to X-Gen's 2004 flash mega hit, Motherload. In Motherload, you are an unnamed, faceless miner who was dropped onto Mars to mine materials and minerals for a mysterious man who looks like the guy on the Quaker Oats box, named Mr. Natas. If you were anything like me, you spent a bunch of recesses in the school library playing this game, and if you didn't, well, you probably had a better social life than I did. One thing you should note about the original Motherload is that this game is unforgiving. The game starts you off with half a tank of fuel in a gas-guzzling mining car, and you'll likely be only able to get a few layers deep before needing to come back up to refuel. If you run out of gas, you die. If you bump your head on the ceiling too hard, you'll take damage to your hull. Take enough damage and you die. If you die, say goodbye to all of your progress, unless you have an X-Gen account, which is a luxury that I never really thought to acquire all those years ago, so, to be fair, I never really got all that far in the original Flash game. But, despite the difficulty, Motherload was one of those creative, addictive, and time-consuming Flash games that really showcased what indie game creators at the time were capable of, and the skill that X-Gen Studios had in its back pocket back in the day. So, how does that style of game translate to the modern era in the PlayStation 4? It's okay. Super Motherload was released in the PS4 in US markets on November 15, 2013. It's been out for 3 years and 8.5 months before finally appearing on PlayStation Plus's Instant Game Collection as a PS3 cross-buy title. Boot up the game for the first time, select between one of a few default characters, and start your excursion. The core gameplay loop is almost exactly the same as its 2004 counterpart. You start on the surface, gather resources from beneath the surface, and then come up for some air once your gas tank gets low or your hull gets full. Sell those minerals that you mined for cold hard cash, and exchange that money for upgrades that help you drill baby drill. Repeat that for about 4 or 5 hours on a casual playthrough, and congratulations, you just beat the Super Motherload normal difficulty campaign. Now, one crucial thing that's missing from Super Motherload that was in the first edition of the game is an interactive inventory. If you're 10,000 feet below the surface of Mars and accidentally mine some bronzium, you better have fun with it, because you're not getting rid of it like you could in the OG version of the game. Now, to be fair, there are a few twists that the original didn't have, including creating new minerals, special bombs, or other more valuable items by picking up a recipe of different materials in a specific order. This small twist had a major impact on how I actually planned my tunnels and helped me think ahead to maximize my profits during my time on Mars. Super Motherload also features checkpoints at certain depths, research stations, so you can refill, repair your hull, and visit a shop if you need to. Each checkpoint also has its own special upgrades that you won't be able to find anywhere else. These are nice little quality of life changes for a 2004 relic of a game, but in 2017, the gameplay itself is just a little too repetitive to command any kind of serious attention, right? So why do I feel myself unable to tear myself away from Super Motherload? It's definitely not the game's simple story told through a couple of illustrated slides. It's not the soundtrack, even though I actually think it's pretty good, or the multiplayer, just because I simply haven't tried that out yet, so why? Well, I think I found the answer after originally dismissing Super Motherload as a repetitive, glorified mobile title a few hours into my first play session. I started playing the game at 3 in the afternoon, dove into the core of Mars, and when I came back up for air, the sun was setting. I'd been playing for 5 hours and didn't even realize it. The only thing that I could focus on is drilling, collecting minerals, and upgrade my vehicle so I could play less of the game. I spent 30 minutes straight collecting platinum and emeralds so I could afford the upgrade that helped me drill through rocks. And I'm continuing to play it because I need $25 million to get the upgrade that helps me drill through metal so I can complete the game faster. And the only reason why I'm able to do that is because of one of the smartest design decisions that I think that they made in this game. That's the addition of 2 difficulty modes. In normal mode, you don't instantly die as soon as you run out of gas. You're just unable to drill any further. And on death, you just lose the minerals that you mined and not all of your hard-earned Mars money and character. Yeah, this does feel like baby mode, and to be fair, a lot of the appeal of the original Motherload was being able to overcome having such a bad starting drill and gas tank. But luckily, there's a harder difficulty for Motherload purists that features permadeath, death when running out of gas, and other difficulty-enhancing mechanics. But without having to work around my gas tank or losing all of my progression on death, I'm able to focus on having one seamless digging experience, which is probably why it's so easy for me to get sucked into the game. I find that the beauty of Super Motherload doesn't exist in its carrot-on-a-stick progression mechanics. It lies in the fact that you can create your own carrot. Do you want the coolest, most decked-out rig this side of the Milky Way, or what about completely excavating Mars so that there's no dirt left on it? What about just being able to get to the end of the game as soon as possible, so you can beat it again and again with unlockable characters with abilities like unlimited teleports or an invincible hull? All that being said, I still don't feel like Super Motherload is exactly a good game. Super Motherload isn't exactly the most fun game in the world either for a lot of people, but if there's one quality that Super Motherload took from its Flash game roots, it has to be the addictiveness factor. Despite having a simple and extremely repetitive dig, upgrade, dig gameplay cycle, and despite the fact that I'm still not sure that I'm having what you'd call fun while playing Super Motherload, I do think that it's worth the half a gig of hard drive space to put on your PS4. And I'll level with you. Give it a shot, but be prepared to uninstall the game if you're bored with it after about 2 hours, because the game really doesn't evolve much past that 2-hour mark. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please let me know what I can do to improve. And hey, join me next time as I jump out of a plane with an RPG strapped to my back as we explore the other game offered to PlayStation Plus users in August 2017 with Just Cause 3. See you next time.